Hey everyone, welcome to another video on her life with her family. So today we are introducing Jaden. Say hi.
Hi.
Captain Jaden. So today we're going to be talking about this special prince, young man, our son, Mr. Jaden Rodriguez, and how...
I like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I like a T-Rex.
And how this...
I want a T-Rex.
Great.
Okay, Jaden.
And how he came into the world.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about
His
Jaden's
birth
birth story.
So, November is Prematurity Awareness Month. For those of you who do not know, Jaden was born premature. He is a NICU graduate. NICU, for those who don't know, stands for Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. He was there for how long, V?
4 weeks.
4 weeks, 1 month. So our story is a little bit lengthy, but we'll see how it goes. We might condense it, or we might do this two-part video. So our story starts with me. I haven't had the best journey with... Okay, Jaden. I haven't had the best journey with female stuff. That's for another time. But yes, so I haven't had the best journey with regular menstrual cycle and stuff like that. And upon us getting married, there was a lack of contraception.
Damn right there was.
And a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Whole bunch of sex.
And there was no me being pregnant for almost, I think, 6 months. I think that's when we started to realize, okay, something might be a little bit off, seeing as we're not using contraception and we are not pregnant yet. So we decided that if there was something that, if something was up, we would rather know earlier than later, just so that we can do things to, I guess, when we're ready to have a child, it would be all right. We wouldn't have no issues. So we ended up going to the doctor, and they ran tests and stuff like that. And then they said that they would refer us to a fertility clinic. So I think a week after that, or within a week's time.
You giving them the story.
Within a week's time, me and I like to call myself sickly sometimes. I randomly get sick. I randomly start vomiting, stuff like that. So that
You're not
happened.
Sickly in Jesus' name.
Okay, in Jesus' name, not sickly. But yeah, I started feeling sick, and then Verone was like, well, me and Verone were like, yeah, let's just take a pregnancy test. Mind you, we've been taking pregnancy tests for how long? I mean, we be giving those, what them call again? Clear blue people. And first response, we gave them a whole bunch of money. So took a pregnancy test, ended up being positive to our surprise.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we were pregnant. I didn't have the best pregnancy. I was very sick. Very sick. I couldn't keep anything down. Yeah, it just wasn't the best of times. So I was 6 months and probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks pregnant when they admitted me into the hospital.
So we had gone to the hospital for a regular checkup, and they were doing an ultrasound for my wife and for Jaden. And when they conducted the ultrasound, the ultrasound lady looked a little bit concerned. She had provided some results to the doctor, and then
it was the doctor who did it, the OB.
The OB did the ultrasound. Okay. OB did the ultrasound. OB said there wasn't enough what is called amniotic fluid around the baby, which is cause for concern because that is how the baby grows and develops naturally and healthily. He was also a little bit underweight for where he was. They were trying to decide, ultimately, this is what happens when you have a child. It's very difficult to make a video. So they were trying to decide what to do with Samantha and the baby. And I think they had made the decision that they wanted to try and keep Jaden in her womb as long as possible. At this time, she was about 7 months pregnant with 2 whole months left.
Yeah, so my due date was December 31st, and I got admitted into the hospital October 31st.
I think it was before then. You probably
Or
got
October
admitted, like,
29th.
October 27th, something like that.
So yeah, got admitted into the hospital. They kept us, as Verone was saying. And yeah, so the deal was, as he was trying to say, that the plan was to keep me in the hospital up until my due date. So of course I was a little bit confused. I'm like, okay, like, what am I supposed to do in a whole hospital for 2 months, like, until he comes? Like, I'm like, that's so crazy. But at the end of the day, like, you know, any parent out there, you know, like, once it comes to your child's well-being and your child being safe and healthy, at the end of the day, like, you know, your comfort or your money or whatever it is gets thrown out the window to make sure that they're good and they're well taken care of. So we were there at that point, and then after I got admitted, 5 days later, the little boy you see prancing behind us, he decided to make his entrance into the world.
Not really.
Not really, but that's it. He came.
What happened was, they wanted to keep Jaden in the womb, and there were certain things that were taking place that were cause of concern for Samantha and I. So we made the decision, I think it was the Wednesday, we woke up and we said we did not want Jaden to stay in the womb any longer because his heart rate, I think, started fluctuating.
Yeah, it was like every day, because I had to do an ultrasound every single day, and they had I forget what it's called, but the monitor around my stomach to they were so that they could listen to his heartbeat at the actual nurse's desk. So with that and the ultrasounds that I had to do every day, every single time they did an ultrasound, there was something else bad added to the list. So, like, you know, the first day was there was no amniotic fluid. The next day was he, I think, I forget what they say, but the actual...
Come out of there.
So the second day they actually forgot about me, so I didn't get a chance to do an ultrasound that day. And then the third day, they said that, I guess, the umbilical cord, there was only 50% of blood being transferred to him. And then the next day, they were like, actually, I think the same day with the 50% blood, they told us that he's too small. So I was just touching 7 months at that point. And they said that his size is showing that, like, I've been pregnant for, like, I think 4 months or 3 months, like, his size and his weight. So there was just, like, so much going on. So me and Verone literally, like, you know, as he was saying, we prayed and we were just like, God, you know what? Like, we just want him out of the womb. Like, we trust you, like, you know, with everything that you're doing. But, like, you know, we really just want them to take him out, because it seems like every day it's just getting, like, more bad news.
And it was funny because I think it was the weekend before, I had a dream. And in the dream, I was told in the dream that he would be coming at 7 months.
Yeah.
So while that really helped me, because while this is happening, of course, Samantha's carrying our child. She can feel him. She can feel what's going on in her body. So, and she's pregnant, so she got a whole bunch of emotions and things going on. Mm-hmm. So being able to have that assurance, because I felt like the dream came from God, being able to have that assurance definitely helped me support her. But yeah, so we were kind of tripping.
Let's not continue on. We gonna make this a 2-part video. So you gotta tune in next week to hear the
rest.
That's it.